To get in and out of the kayak, we can use different methods. We can start from the riverbank with the so-called seal launch. We can use the paddle to maintain balance if the kayak is in the water. This is the most common method used by beginners. The most advanced method is to keep contact between the kayak in the water and the bank of the river using the hands. This method comes in handy when we have to get in or out of the kayak in difficult situations. Before starting to kayak, it's extremely important to set up various things that make up the kayak cockpit area in order to guarantee the correct posture of the kayaker inside the boat. The first thing to adjust is certainly the footrest. This is the position where your feet will rest. To move the footrest, you have to unscrew the side screws and move it to or fro depending on your needs. Another thing to be put into the correct position are the thigh braces. You have to move them fore and aft in order to make sure they are in contact with the inside part of the thigh right before the knees. The kayak seat is usually very wide because it has to fit all kayakers. Therefore, you have to set the hip pads in such a way that once situated inside the seat, your pelvis cannot move laterally but remains in contact with the seat sides. Another important thing to adjust is the backrest. This is normally done by tightening or loosening the two belts situated at the sides of the seat. In the standard paddling position, the lower part of the back must be in light contact with the backrest. In the rear or stern of the kayak, we have to place the airbags, which are two inflatable sacks that help to improve the kayak's buoyancy. We can use different techniques to carry a kayak. Leaning it on a shoulder, if there are two of us, we can carry the kayak holding it by the grab loops. We can put the backrest over the forehead in Nepali style. If we have to carry the kayak for a long time, it's better to use a special purpose-made backpack. The first thing to learn when going kayaking is how to get out of it in case of flipping. Bend the torso forwards. Release the spray deck by pulling the tab. Put your hands on the kayak deck side of your hips and use your arms as a lever in order to slip out the hips and legs from the cockpit. Once the legs are free, you can go towards the water surface. In order to empty the kayak of the water it has swamped during the flipping, do the following. Get near the bank and lift the boat onto one side so that the bow and stern are at the same height. You'll manage to remove almost all of the water from the cockpit. Then remove the water drain plug and put the kayak in a vertical position. Wait until all the water is out.